Hi everyone, it's Forsythia with CactiOnWhite and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share some of my favorite plants from 2021. If you're interested in seeing some of them, keep watching. So I would be remiss if I did not include my Nato Mahogany in my 2021 favorites list. It has definitely given me tons of joy and continues to do so. Yeah, so last year in 2021, I put it in this new self-watering planter, and it has just thrived being in this planter. I did a separate video, which I will link below, but as you can see, look at the leaves. Look at the branches, I should say. It's just doing phenomenally well. Yeah, it's probably time to repot it this year. So I will move it up into a bigger planter. But yeah, definitely a favorite for 2021 that has given me and continues to give me a lot of joy. Enjoy keeping this tree. So this is the Nato Mahogany. I'm going to group all of my African violets together. So just the genus of African violets. These are my newest ones here, babies that are now starting to even produce flower buds. But they, for 2021, have really given me a lot of joy. So I'm just showing you a couple of the racks. That one's in bloom. That one as well, but they go deep. They're back there, if you can see. And then I have a row here. These are the newer ones that were babies that are really doing well. You can see this one is in bloom as well. So these are some propagations that I did last year, but thoroughly enjoyed my African violet collection in 2021. So I can't leave them off of the list. So I acquired this Stefania Super Rosa toward I think the fall of 2021, definitely later months in the year. And I wanted to include it on the list just because I'm just enamored by it. It did really enhance my 2021 to add this guy to my collection. So hopefully you guys can see and not my shadow, but it's just vining crazy, continues to vine. It's wrapped itself around the grow light here, as you can see. And look at those beautiful leaves. This is an overwintering station that I have it on, but it's definitely not overwintering. It's continuing to vine and produce new leaves. See how big that Caudex is. It's huge. It was stretching from this stand here over to my desk area, to the plants, and wrapping itself, and I had to reel it in. So that's what these vines are. You can see just how long they are. Yeah, it's incredible. It's an incredible specimen. But yeah, I'm just really digging this one. Like I said, it really enhanced 2021, my plant collection in 2021. So another plant that I really enjoyed last year was the Sinningia here. Let me grab it for you guys so you can get a close-up here. It really, when I got it, it was tiny. Had 2 or 3 little fuzzy leaves, but now it's doing so well, and I just love the leaves. I've really enjoyed it. It's close to my bedside table, so I get to see it closely every day. So it's just really been a joy to keep and to watch it grow. I'm gonna sit it down here, but isn't it a beauty? I just love this plant. Very soft fuzzy leaves. I think I've done a couple of videos about it, so I will try to include them in the description so you guys can watch those videos. But definitely you can see, let's see if the Caudex has really done anything. I don't think so. Yeah, let me get closer. The Caudex hasn't done a lot, but that's okay. It's growing, but it's happy. It gets nice sunlight here on this windowsill, and it's doing so well. You can see in the middle, we got some, if I can get it to focus, we have more leaves coming in. There you go, right here. So yeah, it's loving life, and I'm loving it, and it really was something, a plant, and I acquired it in 2021, and I hope to add more of these beauties to my collection. I really like keeping them. Such nice plants. I want to include this Gasteria as well as a favorite for 2021. It was a tiny, I've had this plant for actually a couple of years, and it was kind of on the struggle bus. It was in an area that it got overlooked, unfortunately, so my bad. So I moved it to this windowsill and started to pay more attention to it and give it more care, better care, I should say. And it has really shown that it appreciates it, because all of this and the thickness and the healthiness of it all and these pups are new for 2021. They came in last year. So it's definitely a plant that deserves to be on, you know, my 2021 favorites. And I'm going to call it a comeback plant because it was on its way out, but it looks great. So I will probably repot it this year, and it's leaning here, but that's just the growth habit that it's having right now. And again, you can see the babies that are there. I think Gasterias are an underrated plant, kind of like Haworthias. But Gasterias are really, really nice succulents. It's a very cool genus, and they don't require a whole lot of care, in my opinion. But I kind of just let this one go. Again, it was somewhere where I didn't see it, so it was kind of out of sight, out of mind. So it was neglected because of that. But once I started to notice it and got it better light, and I started watering it a little bit more frequently, and you can see the growth here, and it's still growing. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I just love that. So if you don't have any Gasterias in your collection, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you add them, because they're fun plants, and again, very easy care. Another plant that I enjoyed last year in 2021 was my Adenium globosa. So this one was purchased in 2021. Very, very unique, very interesting plant. It sat most of the time. I think I got it also mid-year toward the fall. But when I bought it, the branches were here. They ended here. But since I've had it for the last couple of months, this is the new growth that we have. Tons. So it is doing very, very well. I really enjoy this plant. I think it's super unique. I'm very interested in Caudex plants, and the weirder the better. And this one's definitely weird, but in a good way. So yeah. It's on the list. Look at the bumps and the lumps. To me, I think it looks like a heart with ventricles. So I always, when I post about it on Instagram, I usually say something about having a heart. But yeah, really love this plant. Also, no list is complete that is favorites without my Buophony. This is the newest Buophony that I have in my collection. The other two are over here, which I'll show you. Right here, this guy is beautiful. And then I have, and apologies, this is a grow light here, my LED grow lights. And this guy, these are the two OG Buophonies in my collection that are overwintering right now. They usually live outside. But the guy over there that I showed you right there is a baby, or it's young. It's not a baby, but it's a younger specimen than these two guys. But yeah, so my Bawaphanes are on my list. And these are some African violets that didn't fit in the other room, but love them. They're growing leaps and bounds. But yeah, so my Bawaphanes and my Adenium globosa are on my favorites list for 2021. So another favorite on my list for 2021 is I believe this is the Alocasia Black Velvet, but I could be wrong. I've forgotten. But guys, look at this. How can you not love this? So it was struggling a bit, to be honest, after I first got it. So let me raise this up so you guys can see. It struggled a little bit, but once I put it in this self-watering container, it really loves being in this container and has taken off. So all the newer leaves that are coming in are huge. Look at that. And this is a newer leaf here. But all the newer leaves that are coming in now are humongous. So I'll step back so you guys can actually take it in. But isn't this a beauty? I just love it. And these containers, this self-watering container was a sponsorship, collaboration. And I will link the video in the description box. So they sent me 5 of these, and everything that I've put in it thus far has really done well. So I really like these containers. It's growing a little weird because of where I have it. This is not where it lives. It lives on a windowsill. And I think the way I have it positioned is making the growth habit a little weird. So I need to figure that out. And I have I think it's a silver sword philodendron. I'm gonna go show you guys that one. It's in this container too, and it made the list as well as being a favorite. So let me take you to that one. So I decided to bring it up here because the lighting's not that great where it's located right now. So yeah, as you can see, it's in the same self-watering container, but this plant is really enjoying living in that container, which brings me joy. It is, again, the philodendron, I'm pretty sure, Hastatum, silver sword. So I've enjoyed keeping this plant too in 2021. So I guess the key to a joyful tropical is a self-watering container, at least for these guys, right? So yeah, you can see here, look at the beautiful leaves. Look at that one. I love the color. And then you can see here, we're getting a new leaf right here. Getting a new leaf. So this is a gorgeous plant and I've really enjoyed having it. So I'm gonna throw another fat plant on the list for 2021. This packy podium, really enjoyed it, more so last year than previous years, and I really don't know why, but it's a gorgeous specimen, so that's probably why, and I just probably paid more attention to it last year than in previous years. So this was planted, it's a pretty old specimen, 2017. I think this year it deserves a repot. It's actually kind of like in a cash pot situation here. It's been in this one since 2017. It's just seated down in here, but I need to move it up. But look how beautiful it is. I love packy podiums. Look at that. Look at the stems. And look at those spines. But it should be going dormant, technically. It has been browning. Some of the leaves have been browning and falling off. So it's not as full as it typically is, but I'm surprised it has as many leaves as it does have. It is overwintering indoors on a windowsill, so it's getting sunlight on sunny days, so that could explain why we still have so many green leaves versus in other areas where I'm overwintering. Caudex type succulent, thick trunk, and Caudex is, there's a few in the house and they're still in leaf. So anyway, I wanted to add this one to my list for I was gonna say 2017, but for 2021, this packy podium. Give this video a thumbs up if you like this plant. If you have one in your collection, tell me about yours. How's it doing? How large is it? Do you have any issues with it? This one is pretty issue free. It doesn't need full sun. It usually lives outdoors, and it's on a lower shelf where it gets sun, but not like direct hot sun. But it does well outdoors. It should be outdoors, actually. But let me know about yours if you have one in your collection. Okay, guys, the last plants that I want to feature that gave me a lot of joy in 2021 are these three Sansevieriadracenas, if you will, the new classification. So the first one here is, well, both of these, this guy and this one, they're well fins, but they have grown tremendously in 2021. Or I should say they grew tremendously in 2021. So you can see how small the pot is for these two guys. This one's kind of big, but they hang out right here on this windowsill, and this is on the first floor, in a living room on the first floor. But I don't come down here much, so I don't really see them unless I'm watering. I don't pass them on the daily, if that makes sense. But I just happened to really look at them a few months back and noticed the tremendous amount of growth that they put out in 2021 or during the year. So if you can see here, you know, if I take you up, look at this leaf. Look how wide it is. And here, so I'll just kind of back up so you guys can see a little bit better. And I'll bring it in, hopefully. There. The one in the middle is a jaboa. And I got it a couple of years ago from Gardens Good Direct. And when it arrived, it had a lot of soft spots, dark spots from transportation. And I contacted them and let them know that, you know, over 50% of the plant had some soft spots and just dark on the leaves. So I went ahead and cut it off here. And then here's one. I think it was only these two leaves, actually. These two, this one and this one. So they refunded me for the plant, and they said, you know, you can throw it away if you want to, but you know, I wasn't gonna throw it away, but I did cut it, and I was happy to get a refund. But since then, look at it. Isn't it gorgeous? It's put out so much growth. And and actually in all three of these, I saw an uptick in growth last year. And as well as this one, this is a well fin as well. And these leaves really grew a lot last year. So probably need to water these right now, actually, just a little bit. But just wanted to add these beauties to my list for 2021 favorites and share those with you guys. So it's my two well fins that are down here. I have several well fins in my collection, not just these two. And it's also my jaboa in the middle. Yeah, so they look really well. Definitely due for repots. Let me kind of go around so you guys can see the backside possible. But yeah, they're definitely are due for, you know, a repot this spring. So I'll be doing that. I'll be repotting these guys. But aren't they gorgeous? Really, really pretty. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the plants that I enjoyed last year. Give this video a thumbs up if you did. Also, drop a comment down below and let me know which ones were your favorite. I mean, I have so many favorites, and to be honest, they're all over the place, and right now we're in the colder months, so a large portion of my collection is actually being overwintered out in my garage, so they're not here. So those were the ones that are easily accessible that I shared with you guys that I really have enjoyed last year. So yeah, so it's unfortunate I couldn't get everything in the video that I enjoyed, but I got some of the ones that are indoors that I enjoyed. So for 2022, I'm really, really excited. I have a lot of goals for the channel. So you'll want to follow me here. If you're not subscribed, you'll need to subscribe so you can keep up with my updates and my video. There's a lot of things that I'll talk to you guys in a goals video later that I'm planning to make for the channel across social media actually. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you'll want to do that so you can keep up with changes there as well. I've done a little minor update to CactiOnWhite.com. I'm going to be selling some plants in 2022 on CactiOnWhite.com. So if you haven't visited my website, please do that. They're not there now. They will be there soon, so probably in the spring. So you'll want to subscribe to my webpage as well. So I think I've told you guys I'm all over social media. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter. Just search for CactiOnWhite, okay? So I think 2021 was a great plant year for me. And I'm going to do, if I can remember, some of the misfortunes that I had in 2021. So I'll be doing a video about some of the plants that went, you know. That's part of being a plant keeper, a hobbyist in plants. You know, you win some, you lose some. So I try to erase that from my memory bank, so it's hard for me to remember what died, but I'll try to put that together for you guys in a future video so I can talk about some of my losses as well. So 2022 had a rough start for me. I didn't do Vlogmas on purpose this year or last year. I needed that break. I've talked about that in you know, some of the more recent videos. I needed that break. I took that. And then I started off 2022 under the weather. And if you follow me, if you're subscribed, you probably read my post on my community tab. So that's another reminder again to subscribe to the channel. I have a lot of viewers of my videos, but probably only 50%, and maybe a little bit less, are subscribed. So please do that. Please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. That way you can keep up with everything, and it'll pick up CactiOnWhite videos in the algorithm, which helps me out. When I say it really helps me out, that's what I mean. So it tells YouTube that people are interested. So your engagement by watching the videos, thank you so much, really helps me, has helped me. Subscribing helps. Engagement all across the board helps. So when I say drop a comment down below, that helps. You know, if you want to help, just drop a cactus emoji in the comments. So, you know, watch the videos to the end. That'll help me in 2022 even more. So watch the videos to the end, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you know when I upload new content. And I'm excited about going into this new year, 2022, with you guys. Thank you for all the support that you provided last year in 2021, making my channel great. I really appreciate you all for that. I hope you all are having a healthy, happy new year thus far, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.